Well, the $368 billion AUKUS submarine deal, the biggest military deal in Australia's history, received almost universal praise from commentators last week. "Make no mistake, this is real history," said the Australian's foreign editor, Greg Sheridan. "A great national project," said former Prime Minister Tony Abbott. "A historic breakthrough," said Paul Kelly, also in The Australian. "One of the most significant security pacts in modern history," said the British edition of The Spectator. "And securing not just the alliance, but our place as a Pacific power for generations to come," said Nine political editor Charles Croucher as he reported the deal from San Diego. But buried at the bottom of one story on the weekend by geopolitical consultant and Lowy Institute fellow Alan DuPont was this comment, quote, "In an earlier, more optimistic era, Australians united behind the Snowy Mountains scheme. Can a more divided, pessimistic Australia do the same and unite behind AUKUS? Some think not, but failure is not an option." Well, there is a lot to unpack from this, not least of which is that failure is definitely an option to the people who will eventually pay for the deal. The subs will be delivered over a roughly 20-year period from 2030, by which time most of the people who negotiated the deal or are praising it will be retired. The subs will be paid for mostly by Australians who are now in their 20s, 30s and 40s, and their perception of Australia is vastly different to yours and mine. Here's a sample.
New South Wales. First stolen in 1788, this was once a small penal colony racked by shitfuckery. Today, thanks to us, it's a thriving modern state racked by shitfuckery. Need to create a cushy job for yourself once you quit politics? Rort bushfire funds for political gain? Arrest peaceful protesters? Or sick the anti-terror police onto a pesky journo? Come to New South Wales.
This isn't some fringe undergraduate project, it's by The Juice Media, which has 924,000 subscribers on YouTube, and the video, which went up 3 days ago, has already been seen more than 360,000 times. That's almost certainly many times more than the number of young people who have studied the AUKUS deal, let alone support it. A recent survey found that few of these people are militarily minded. A year ago, the Institute of Public Affairs asked Australians if they would stay and defend their country should it be invaded, as Russia had just done in Ukraine. Of the crucial fighting age cohort, aged 18 to 24, 32% said they would stay and fight. 28% were undecided, and a massive 40% said they'd rather dance to doof music on a beach in the Mediterranean. And why wouldn't they? These people have just emerged, or recently emerged, from 12 years in the Australian education system, which has taught them that modern Australia is an illegitimate state founded 244 years ago by an invasion that destroyed millennia of continuous cultural harmony with the environment, and that our reliance on fossil fuels is now cooking the planet to the point of inhabitability. Add to that the decreasing likelihood that any of this age group will own their own home, thanks to baby boomers sitting on a decreasing supply of housing, and that their exposure to social media has turned them into a generation of narcissists, and you can see why there is a widespread reluctance to fight for, well, fight for what?